Hello and welcome to episode 5, season 5 of Meat Pie Sausage Roll with Oldham Athletic. I never intended to do more than 3, but here we are with 5. So thank you for your view. Thank you to anyone who's going to hit the thumbs up, comment, even subscribe. Because if you are brand new, make sure you subscribe and make sure you all hit that bell and you'll never miss one of my videos. I also mentioned in another video, was it my last video, that I was going out on Saturday. It's currently Monday and I am I'm dying on my ass. I'm still dying. Yes, Sunday. Christ. I managed to finish this season off. I'm feeling my age today, but what a night. It was amazing. Got in at 4 a.m. at my age, but it was brilliant. Absolutely minted. Right, is this season going to be minted though? I've got loads to get through. I'm going to try and get through it the best I can. So let's get into it. The season's just about to start, and at this point I've brought in 8 players, all on a free. And at the moment, I'm currently trying to get in 3 loans just to flesh out my squad. Just a bit of extra cover. Didn't even know if I really needed them, but they were available, so I was going for them. But we're just going to run through the 8 players first, starting off with Jacob Knightbridge, who was just a young goalkeeper from West Ham. Next up is Rico Brown, a centre-half from Derby County. Up next is Ed Turns, another centre-half, this one from AFC Wimbledon. He looks alright, doesn't he? Not bad. 23 years old. Next, we've got a glad goal, Ben Knight, 24 years old, played for Wrexham, Wimbledon. Not bad. I think he should help us. Next up, it's Finley Burns, ex-Man City graduate. I've had this guy in other lower league saves before, but 23 years old. You know, he's come from a great academy. I think he'll be great for us. So actually, I have brought a loan in. Forgot about this one. Say Sajdev, 21 years old. English, what a name, brilliant. Cover it right back, centre half as well. And then Simon Burns, he's on loan. I'm still not with it. I went on my transfer list. I thought I'd done all my freebies. So yeah, I've got more loans coming in. I did run through the Premier League players. What was good this year for me. A lot of good ones, but none of them really wanted to come, which surprised me. But I think we're all right. So this is the squad at the moment. Like I said, there's a potential more loans coming in. But I think we've got a lot of quality to do well in League One. Did really well in the transfer market last year. That whole Premier League release player thing worked really well for us. But we have got some top players for this club, I think. Omari Hutchinson, who I think is brilliant, can play all over the front. Obviously Finley Burns. Scott Hunt, young regen, got last year. Centre-half, right back, he's very good. He has a bit of interest this year. We've got Jordan Grant. Again, another regen. Look at his passing ability. Absolute world beater, the Australian. Sam Murray, got him last year. Replaced him for Kuto, very good player. Daniel did great for us last year. Can he do great for us again this year? Great striker. Ed Turns, you've seen him. Josh Martin, winger, very good, 24 years old. And that's the thing, look at the age of this squad. It's not like I'm going out there getting guys coming towards the end of the career. I think we're putting together a good team. Luke Cundle, great player again. Really like Luke. Ben Knight, decent, isn't he? Teddy Jenkins, he's alright. I'm not going to go through everyone. Alex Opera's not a bad little player. I think he's a regen. He is. We've still got players like Will Fish, Romain Mundle, Oakley. He's a good little player. So I'm happy. Like I said, I'm bringing in a couple more loans. I think the weakest area we've got is in goal. So I've brought in Jacob. We've still got Miles Roberts. He's my number 1. I mean, he's okay. I couldn't find anyone. I think that's going to be our weakest area. Hopefully something I could address if I do more. So the squad's looking decent. I think it's good enough to stay in this league. We'll have a look what the bookies think in a minute. But yeah, this wants to avoid relegation. I think we'll be alright. And again, it's the same thing with the cups. I won't mind having a good crack at that Papa John's, but I just want to do well as I can, as quick as I can. Staff though, this was my big thing. Because it got to that point where everyone's contract had run out. I lost 1 or 2. And everyone else was on month to month. So I said, you know what? Time to sit down. Now we've come to a higher level and think, can I really restructure this? So I had a good look at who was available and thought, yes, I can. So everybody, I got rid of absolutely everybody and completely rebuilt the staff to fit in with League One. So I'm happy with it. The scouting team, it's all right. And I do actually manage to get another coach. I think I get to expand that later in the season, so I'm really happy with this. Now, I did manage to sell some players. We have generated a decent amount of money. I've got about 3 million in the bank, and the club's running quite well. We've got a good young side. I mean, even the bookies are liking us. We've just been promoted and we're in 12th. I think that shows you I've got a decent team. but I don't know how good it's going to be. This is League One, but League One is a cracking standard. And there's clubs in here that are huge. Big club, Millwall, Huddersfield, Preston, I think, Plymouth, Barnsley, Wednesday, Birmingham City, Charlton. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be quality, hopefully. Pre-season was okay, just played 4 games, nothing fancy. Drew with Celtic, I think that's pretty respectable. And yeah, starting our campaign at home to Chesterfield. So let's just get into it, got tons to do. And by the 1st of January, we were second. 6 points off the top in an automatic promotion place with 2 of the league's highest goal scorers and 2 of the league's best players. Check that out. Daniel and Kieran, neck and neck there. So yeah, it was going very well. But I believed in it. I knew we had a great team last year. Put a few good little players in there. But I think when I put out a first 11, they can play very well. And, you know, is there much of a jump? I think there is quite a bit of a big jump from League 2 to League 1. But I ain't complaining. It's been fantastic at this point. I mean, look at the start. Look at that for a start. How good was that? First 5 games. I didn't get beat until the end of October when we got beat off Cheltenham. I mean, that's pretty good. Beating Charlton's good. We beat Huddersfield, Bolton, Woking. Obviously come up with us there, neck and neck with us. We're flying through the leagues together. The Donny game was a cracker. Look at that. Look at that. Danny boy. 95th minute winner. But yeah, done really, really well. Let's have a look at any other big games. Any others? Beat Millwall. Got beat off Preston. Beat Exeter. Wednesday beat us. Richie Beck, you'll like that. And I lost my last game to Wickham. So I'm pretty chuffed with this. Really, really chuffed with how things are going. Now, I'm not rotating. I'm just trying to put out the best fittest squad I can. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just going for it. Let's see. And obviously some players are a bit miffed. I did manage to hand out some new contracts this year as well. 2 key players I signed the year before. Managed to get rid of the odd minimum fee. I think one lad on the minimum fee I got rid of. Someone's now got one, but it's mega money. Can't remember, and I'm not looking through it. I remember it's something like 6 million. It's not worth that. So, you know, if I lost someone like that, I'm okay, because 6 million is a lot of money to us. But really, really chuffed with this little squad. Chuffed with the average ratings there. Goals wise, Danny's scoring them. He's mint, Danny. Like I said, Oakley, cracking little player, to be fair. Omari is class. Look at the flair. So I've got a good player with high passive, a player with high flair. Yeah, I think, and players who can play all over as well, so they do switch. So I'm fucking loving this. I'm well happy I've carried it on. Financially, you know, money's gone down a bit, but we did make a bit, and we don't seem to run on a loss. I mean, my wage budget's gone up, but obviously maybe, you know, making more in ticket sales and all that stuff, but the club's just in such a really good place now. It'd be nice if they could do it in real life, but this has been fun. I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. I'm also looking forward to the Road to Anywhere, because I'm hoping the way I'm setting that up, that new series, will be challenging. I'm looking forward to a bit of an actual proper challenge. But this was fun. I was nearly sick a few times finishing the season off yesterday because I was dying on my ass. Oh my God. My God. My mate came back for a bit, a few more bits. Well, my wife's got a bottle of, what's it called? Bacardi is it rum Bacardi, the brown one? Anyway, he went to the toilet, he had a bag and came in here, he was on his ass in my toilet in there, my downstairs bog. All my bath panels were off. Fucking flying ass over it, hasn't it? So here we are now, it's April, and I've had my first ever pour intake on FM23. Up until the full game release, I had an excellent one. 3 seasons at United and 3 seasons at Oldham, and then since episode 4 of this series, it's been the proper game. I don't know if have they changed it. Was it just a beta thing? Or is it just how it's happened? So I only had a good one last time, and it's pretty shit. And this one looks similar, but apparently it's poor. I'm only signing Cole Kumas, a young striker. So yeah, back to normal. Let's check in the league first quickly. We'll have a look at all the results at the end though, but we'll look at the league right now, and we have dropped a bit. We're 4th, but that's still pretty respectable. It told me at the start of the season you'd be with a chance of being a playoff team. I'd be very happy with that, and that's exactly what we are right now. Only 5 points clear into them playoffs. Although I do have still got 2 of the best players in the league, and the league's leading goal scorer, that Daniel kid. When you looked at his history in that last one, how, you know, he's never really made it. It come from City, I think. And look at him. 2 years now, he's been really, really good for me. So we'll run through the cups, because we're out of them all. We did get out the group stage of the Pappers. Group H, beating Sheffield Wednesday, a bit of revenge for the league there. Beat Bradford City, and we beat, on penalties, Newcastle under 21s, which I think is fantastic. And then got beat by Norwich, unfortunately. Straight out, though, in another 4-4 thriller, down to penalties, which we lost this time, at the Carabao Cup against Hull. And then in the FA Cup, third round, we did okay. I'm happy with that. Bournemouth, Bristol Rovers, happy days. And we got beat off Blackburn. Lee Greenshields, you should all know who he is by now. Yeah, I'm sure you'll watch. One for you, mate. Here we are now. It's the 11th of May. And, the finances have taken a bit of a hit. I'm fine with that. Club's still in a great place. But are we in a great place in the league? Yes, we are. We finished third. We're a bit off the boil a bit. Won my last few games. I'll show you that in a minute. Daniel leading goal scorer still by 2 goals. Jordan Grant, what a player. Josh Martin, what a player, right? Pretty chuffed with it, really. I mean, just 4 points off automatic. I think that's class. And as you can see, we're going to be playing Preston in the playoffs. So we'll see what happens with all that good stuff. So this is the back end of the season. We had a few sketchy moments. That last run-in, though, was brilliant. Winning 4 games. Really, really gone good. I'm just hoping we can carry that form into them playoffs against Preston, because we'll need it. Now, we played them in a friendly a few years ago, but this season, as well as we have done, Preston have given me a kick in twice. 3-1 and 3-0. It's not looking good for us, but you know what? Got to give it a go, haven't you? Got to give it a go. And this is a squad going into them playoffs. Arranged by average rating, and of course, my best player is carrying an injury. Knackered, and he's wanted. Oh God. Going to be hard keeping all the Jordan Grant, especially if we can't scrape our way through these playoffs, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully he can come back at some point, but I don't think he'll be playing in this first game. So here we are, away in the first leg, coming up against a Preston team that's given me 2 Dickens so far this season. Can we turn that around? Again, I've just put out the best team I can. Ed Turns, the young lad's going to be captain today at right back. Still a good side, and on the day, we can beat anyone, I think. So, well, in this league. So here we go. Let the fun commence, hopefully. I mean, again, did it happen in League 2? Did really well. Couldn't get through the playoffs, but then the following season we got automatic, didn't we? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think it's just a good achievement as it is. And we're already 1-0 down. Maybe it's the formation, the way they play. They're just a better team than we are. Even they only finished below us in the league. But it is what it is. It is Ed Turns. I've just give the lad Ed Turns to Burns. I've just give the lads some encouragement. Opera trying to boot it forward. We need to get that ball to Danny. Get the ball to Danny. We've got the league's best striker. Oh, we've also got the league's 30th slowest defenders. Oh my God, that was a lucky one. So yeah, me and the boys don't get to go out too much. It's only the 3rd time we've been out this year. Went out in February, went out in June. It's hard, when you get older and you got kids and all that. It took 5 weeks of planning just for this night, and still 2 people didn't come. Quite a few of us still. I think there's 8 of us. It was good. We're in the local. But then when we got in the taxi, we got 2 taxis, and my mate, I've not seen him for a bit, Austin. It's like, you alright? It's like, yeah. It's like, he'd come out a little bit earlier than me. He'd had 7 pints. Oh! Get in, Joshy. 7 pints just in the pub before we even got to Manchester, right? I was like, mate, I'll be fine, I can handle it. And then obviously, way into the night, probably about 9:30. We're in this bar in town. It's like in the northern quarter. We only went to the northern quarter. Well, we didn't actually. We went somewhere else. I'll tell you later. It's called Blockbuster Video. It's like a video shop. We've actually got videos on the wall that no one's going to steal because no one owns a VHS player anymore. But brilliant, really. And he's fucking asleep in the corner. And then he disappeared. He got home okay. I don't know how. Oh, 2-1. Fuck's sake. Right, half an hour in. I've demanded some more. Are they going to give me any more, though? Probably not. But you know what? You never know. Football's funny. This game can be funny. Miracles happen. I said that before. You never know. Bit of fun, innit? It's just good to be able to focus on the screen. I really struggled yesterday. Because, people do, how do you get through a season? A lot of times, I used to play Chat Manager, so I just play with the text me. It's quicker, innit? And we're getting our ass kicked again. Half time, 3-1. We're shit. So yeah, I fly through this game. So I played Chat Manager for years, and you didn't have 2D. So I'm still quite happy just to read text. My mates who are old, I've got a mate who won't touch 2D. That was hard for me. Like, when your eyes like woke up starving, only like 4 hours sleep, ordered a full English delivered to my house from the cafe in a box. I better make some changes here, man. And then was nearly sick. Okay, we've made 3 changes. They've not taken effect yet. Probably do with them, really, to be honest, before Preston get a 4th and just put this fucking 2-legged tie to bed. Go on there, opera lad. No, wait. What was that? What was that? What was that? I don't know, but this feels dodgy, this. Come on, get it. I'm going home. I'm going home. Right, changes have been made. Made another one as well. Oh, God's sake. We need to give ourselves a fighting chance here. We need to get something out of this. Give ourselves a fighting chance back at home. There's Mundell. Fresh legs. Finds Murray. Murray, what are you doing? Go on, go on. Go on, Murray, lad. Absolute poop. Can Knight pull something out of the bag? Hit the skim the crossbar, sorry. It's probably been our weakness. I said it at the start of the season. I knew it. The keeper. He was alright last year. I just couldn't find anyone, so I'll probably do another one. I'm probably going to do a season 6. Hey! Joshy. I want to go into what's that singing? Josh's Giants. You remember that? If you're not old, you're not from England or Britain, you might not remember Josh's Giants, but it was class. It's like a TV show set in Newcastle about a kids' football team called Josh's Giants. It's brilliant, and that's not brilliant. I think that's it. I knew it anyway, because we're not going to pull ourselves through in the second leg. You can just get to football. I've had enough of a lot of you. I'm giving up right now. A goalkeeper. We need a goalkeeper. Because the team ain't bad. My defence ain't always this bad. Don't go to 6. Just slam that space bar then. Didn't even look at the end. Right then. We need one holy miracle here, don't we? You know what I mean? I've just got to think to myself, be proud, Pooty. You got the boys into the playoffs. You've touched promotion nearly. It's a building process, isn't it? Still smarts, man. Well, welcome to Boundary Park. Now, we're going to need one hell of a miracle. I've got a lone lad in net who's not very good because my keeper's injured. But is that a bad thing? Because he was shite in the last game. A few little changes, but yeah, I'd like to go out with a win. So yeah, fantastic night. Last time I went downtown, went on a lot of backstreet boozers, and that was great. But this time we thought, let's go back to the Northern Quarter, and it is pretty good, to be fair. We're in one bar, which is like retros. There's games everywhere to play. You can hire booze and play Xboxes, but there's also just little old school arcade machines where you can play Street Fighter and that. That was good. What wasn't good was, I looked at my bank account the next day. I spent 150 quid. I drank a lot, right? And drinks bought from me off mates, but it sounds a lot until you actually go out in Manchester and you're like, can I just have one of the... And it's like £5 or £8 for a drink. You're like, you robbing bastards. If you want to make money, open a bar in town. Fucking hell. Upsell on there. Booze is insane. But towards the end of the night, we're in this really good bar, right? It had a little club underneath, and it was open till 3. And I was really enjoying it. We all were. But then one of the lads was like, boring here. Let's go somewhere else. And we left. And it's like, where are we going to go now? Can't go to nightclubs. I don't even think they have many anymore. What a save. Like in my day when I was younger, you'd have to go to a nightclub, right? A lot of the bars have late licenses now, don't they? End up in the gay village, which is a great night. I've not been for years, and we had a great time there, to be fair. We only went in 2 bars. But honestly, right, certain things just piss me off a little. I'll tell you in the second half. So it's half time. What do we need? 3 goals to equalise. Equalise the tie. Ain't happening, is it? So yeah, I mean, I've got a gay friend. I'm not bothered about any of that, but I forgot, like, down the gay village, there's a lot of dudes down there that obviously gay, who are a bit on top, like me mate. We were stood by the bar, this lad just came up to him, was like, you're fit, just grabbed his dick. Now imagine doing that anywhere else. Imagine going in a bar and just grabbing some girl's vagina. Like sexual harassment? That's not cool. I mean, I had a guy come up to me and he looked me up and down like that. And he went, you're gorgeous. He went, I've got a tiny dick. How big's yours? I just put my hand on his shoulder and was like, I feel really sorry for you, mate. Just walked away. Yeah. It's fun though. It's still a good night. quite liked it. I mean, I bought this drink off like they have transvestites or the glamorous ones walking round. Oh no! And they had a lovely wig. And I you got a lovely wig, and it's innuendo straight away. Or you can rip it off my head later. It's like, fuck, honestly. Okay, we've got 20 minutes to go. I've made 3 changes. Oh, do you know what? I'll do that as well. Do that as well. Honestly, stuff feels so weary. 2 days ago. I had a full English yesterday morning. I was nearly sick, and then at night, the hunger kicked in. Fucking curry house. Ordered it in. Big curry, loads of starters. Jamming it. Yeah. Wife wasn't too happy. Walking in at that time in the morning with your mate, drinking beer. Your mate kicks the shit out your bathroom, you know. But she's cool. She was alright. She's forgiven me. Oh, can we try and win a game? Can we try and win it? It'd just be nice to win it. Score a goal. Here's Opera. Oh, la 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 la. Go on. Go on. Get in. 1-0, Danny boy. I'm pushing for it now. Can we get 2 goals in 10 minutes? It can happen. It won't, but it can. Can we just hang on? At least win one and some cash. See if we can get us a goalie in. Keep this team together for another season. Coomba. On paper, shite. But you know what? He's pulled off 2 fantastic saves today. I'm not going to buy him, though. Well, there you go. We couldn't get through the playoffs. But we did manage to win one. I'll take that. Got a bit of pride back, didn't we? So there we have it. Oh, that'd have been quality. If you know my channel for a long time, you know I love Huddersfield, where the wife's from. I've done 2 series called Booed in the Hood, 1 and 2, with Huddersfield. So that'd have been a great final, wouldn't it? But you know, good luck to them. Hopefully they beat Preston. So I'm going to jump forward now. We'll see who won everything. Right then, should we start with the playoffs? And of course, the mighty Hood did it. They beat Preston 2-0. Happy days. Well done, Huddersfield. Have a look at the championship, because, you know, we're going to have teams coming down now, aren't we? Salford, Bristol City and Rotherham. Looking forward to a Salford game. And of course, in our league, we're losing MK Dons, Barnsley and the Hood. And we're also losing Fleetwood, Chesterfield, Shrewsbury and Donny. But who's going to come up and play us? Swindon, Northampton, Bradford City. Crazy seeing Bradford City League 2 for me. And Grimsby won the playoffs. Arsenal under 21s won the Papa Johns. It's shit that. I don't like these 21s being in it. Let those little clubs have a cup. That's what I think. Let the little clubs have a cup. Piss off with your under 21s. Brentford love beating a big team, don't they? Brentford, eh? They love beating big teams. They also like beating little teams like Man City 2-1. The game was on just before. I didn't want to go watch it in the pub. So just before I went till the game ended, because I could be arsed with it. And I looked, and it was 97 minutes, and it was 1-1. I was like, oh, right. Got to the pub. 2-1. Tony, 98th minute. Set my night off brilliantly, that. And then I've just looked at that. Man City won the FA Cup. Beating Arsenal. Poor Arsenal. So the under 21s are good. And the first team, shit. Got 1.5 mil in the bank and 374 grand to spend. I've got no one I want to sell unless I have to. And I've got a load more wage budget. They've really increased that by nearly 20 grand. I've got loads to play with there. But we are probably going to be tested. This is my final squad. And let's start with Jordan Grant, who is, of course, wanted by Porto. We've got Josh Martin, who's unhappy. Mate, we ain't got the money. Shut up, Josh. At least no one's trying to nick him. I know. I want the facilities to be better. Maybe I'll try and do that. Is that what they all want? They all want the facilities to be better, don't they? Is that it? I know. Fucking hell, what? They want a jacuzzi. They're sick of standing in a wheelie bin after a game with a load of ice in it. I think what I need to do, and I have expanded it just recently, I need to get myself a new scout. Maybe recruitment analyst. But yeah, we need to get that improved as much as we can. Maybe get a physio in who's good at sports science. Let's try and get it all yellow. So yeah, make sure you let me know what you think down below. But maybe we could do this. If I can keep that team together, I know they can have a shit show now and again, but they're a very good side. The league don't lie. We were third. We were good. I knew that goalkeeper was going to be a weakness, and he let me down quite a lot throughout the season. He let me down in that first leg. But we did, didn't we? We got in the playoffs, bombed. Following season, finished second. That's my target. Let's try and get automatic. But again, it's all about players. Again, I'm going to go through the Premier League, see if we can get any good freebies. Hopefully we can. Our reputation's got to have improved. But it's the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper. So there we have it. End of season 5. And yes, I'm going to do a season 6. Why not? I'm enjoying it too much. And I know quite a few of you like it. So let's try and push it as far as we can go for a little bit longer. The Road to Anywhere won't be starting anyway. I've got no intention to start that for a couple of weeks. I'll make sure that's all good and right. So I need to fill my time. There's going to be a few little experiments here and there. I've got another one involving Holland because I want to put into a test with something else and a little club somewhere, which should be quite fun. Nice little video. Might put it out tomorrow. We'll see. And quite a few ideas really. A few of them though, I need to do a lot of editor work, which is hard. I've just got to motivate myself, but I'll try. Got a lot of work coming up, so we'll see. Videos might be here and there, especially for next week because I've got a lot of work. I'm working on bloody weekend. But anyway, hope you're happy. Hope you're safe. Appreciate the view. Any subs, any patrons, all that good stuff. Stay happy, stay safe, and don't drink. It's bad for you. It is. When you're my age anyway. I love you long time. I'll see you next time. I'm Bood. Bye-bye.